Have you ever noticed how easy life has become? Everything is right there for us. Food shows up in minutes, the bed is soft, the phone keeps us busy for hours. We don't have to fight for warmth, search for water, or walk miles just to get what we need. Life is comfortable, and that sounds good, right? But here's the truth the Stoics knew thousands of years ago. Comfort is not your friend. Comfort is your silent enemy. It's the soft poison that slowly kills your fire, your drive, and your strength. It makes you weaker, softer, and less alive without you even noticing it. Comfort whispers in your ear every day saying, "Relax, take it easy, you've done enough." And sometimes, sure, that voice is right, you do need rest. But comfort never knows when to stop. It keeps whispering, "Rest a little more, you can do it tomorrow, there's no rush." And little by little you start believing it. You stay in bed when you should be up. You scroll when you should be learning. You eat when you should be moving. You start choosing what feels nice instead of what makes you grow. And before you even realize it, your dreams start fading away, your focus disappears, and your energy dies. You don't even see it happening because comfort doesn't attack, it slowly drains. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, who is poor." He wasn't talking about money, he was talking about comfort. When you start craving too much ease, too much pleasure, you become poor in spirit. You lose your edge, your courage, your will to do something great. Comfort turns you into someone who survives, not someone who lives. And here's the dangerous part. Comfort makes you fragile. When life is always easy, even small problems start to feel huge. The Wi-Fi goes out and you lose your mind. Someone says something rude online and you can't stop thinking about it. The bus is late and your day feels ruined. That's what comfort does. It makes your skin thinner. You start breaking under things that don't even matter. But the Stoics were the opposite. They trained themselves to stay calm no matter what happened. If they lost money, they stayed calm. If they were insulted, they stayed calm. Even when they were sick or in pain, they didn't panic, they accepted it. Epictetus, another great Stoic, once said, "Don't wish things were easier, wish you were better." Comfort teaches you to wish for easier days. Stoicism teaches you to become tougher. Life is not supposed to be easy. The world doesn't care if you're tired or unmotivated. It only rewards those who move forward despite the pain. And that's why the Stoics said that challenge is the true teacher. Think about it. When do muscles grow? When you lift heavy things, when it hurts, when it burns. If you never lift, your muscles stay weak. The mind works the same way. Every challenge, every bit of pain, every problem is like lifting weights for your soul. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome and a true Stoic, said, "The obstacle is the way." He meant that what blocks your path is your path. The thing that's hard to do is the very thing that's making you grow. When life throws pain at you, you have two choices. You can complain and quit, or you can say, "This is my training." The pain is not your enemy, it's your teacher. But comfort kills that drive. It makes you lose your hunger. You know that feeling? You have big goals, big dreams, and yet somehow you don't move. You say, "I'll start tomorrow. I'll start when I feel ready." But that day never comes because comfort keeps you waiting. The Stoics warned about this. They said there's no perfect moment. The perfect time doesn't exist. There's only now. Seneca wrote, "While we are waiting for life, life passes." Every time you delay your action, time slips away quietly. Comfort is a thief. It steals your hours, your energy, and your potential. If you want to escape it, you have to move even when you don't feel ready. That's what separates people who live fully from those who just exist. Think about the strongest people you know. Soldiers, athletes, leaders, even philosophers. Do you think they became great because life was easy? No. They became great because they faced things that were hard and didn't run from them. They used pain as fuel. They used struggle as training. The Stoics even practiced discomfort on purpose. They slept on hard floors. They ate simple food. They wore old clothes. Not because they liked suffering, but because they wanted to be strong enough to stay calm in any situation. Epictetus said, "Difficulties show what men are. When life gets hard, you see your true self. Comfort hides who you are. Pain reveals it." But comfort also tricks you into thinking you're living. You sit there on your soft bed with food, shows, and endless scrolling, and for a while it feels good. But deep down, you feel empty, because you know this isn't real living. Real happiness doesn't come from pleasure. It comes from progress. It comes from growing, learning, doing something meaningful. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." Comfort makes you talk about your goals. Discomfort makes you live them. Pain, effort, and challenge, they give your life weight. They make you proud when you go to bed at night. That's why the Stoics said, pain is your friend. Pain is the sign that you're moving forward. When you work out, it hurts, but you smile because you know that pain means progress. When you get rejected, when you fail, when life hits you, it hurts, but it's shaping you. It's burning away your weakness. Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Every hard day is polishing you. Every failure is carving something better inside you. So how do you fight comfort every day? The Stoics had systems for that. You can start small. Do one hard thing every day. Take a cold shower. Wake up early. Read instead of scrolling. Train your body. Speak your truth even if it's hard. Face the thing you fear. That's how you break comfort's control. Then practice gratitude. Comfort makes you forget how lucky you are. Every morning, write down 3 things you're thankful for. Gratitude kills the need for fake pleasure. Reflect every night, like Marcus Aurelius did. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? What can I do better tomorrow? That keeps your mind sharp. Seek stillness. Turn off the noise. Sit in silence. Listen to your thoughts. When you become calm with your own mind, comfort loses its grip on you. And finally, accept pain. Don't run from it. When discomfort comes, breathe and say, "I can handle this." Every time you do that, you become harder to break. The truth is simple. Comfort looks like peace, but it's a trap. Discomfort looks like pain, but it's freedom. Look at anyone who has achieved something great. They didn't get there by chasing what was easy. They got there by facing what was hard again and again. They woke up early when they didn't want to. They studied when others partied. They trained while others rested. They stayed disciplined when others gave excuses. That's why they win. That's why they stand out. The Stoics knew this thousands of years ago, and it's still true today. So every time you're faced with 2 paths, one easy, one hard, choose the hard one on purpose. Not because you want to suffer, but because you want to grow. When you walk the hard path, your body becomes strong, your mind becomes clear, and your will becomes unbreakable. That's what life is about. The world doesn't give power to those who seek comfort. It gives it to those who can handle discomfort. Epictetus was born a slave. He had nothing, not even freedom. But he rose above all that and became one of the greatest teachers in history. He proved that strength isn't about what you have, it's about what you can endure. If he could rise from nothing, so can you. Comfort is not your friend. It's a sweet trap that slowly steals your fire. The more you give in, the more it owns you. But pain, challenge, and discipline, that's where your power lives. That's what gives your life meaning. The